With the Star Wars Battlefront community putting together a resurgence day in order to try and break the all-time concurrent player count, which they did by the way, I thought it'd be a great opportunity to revisit the game, but not this Battlefront 2, the real Battlefront 2. When looking for the best way to play this game in 2025, I naturally headed straight to the latest remaster of the game by Aspyr, and I thought it'd be a good idea to compare this version to the original release that was on Steam, to, see the differences, but checking the Steam charts, I noticed that no one was actually playing this version of the game. And after digging further, it was clear why. The Battlefront 2 Remaster mod not only tramples on the classic collection in terms of the visual department, but it features more content, as well as being a 4GB download over the Classic Edition's whopping 50GB file size. So, I naturally ditched the idea of buying the Classic Edition at all, and not gonna lie, it was the best decision I could have made. Now as a kid growing up in the 2000s, I was heavily obsessed with the prequel era of Star Wars. There were tons of Star Wars games during this era, and I remember Revenge of the Sith being a really good one, but obviously Battlefront 2 was the clear winner here. I was playing this non-stop, and when I wasn't playing it at home, I was at a friend's house playing it in split screen. I remember playing this and just loving the fact that you could recreate the moments in the Star Wars movies inside the game itself. Not only are you having these epic scale battles on Hoth or Geonosis, but there's also things like the logs that crush the walkers in the Ewok village, and also in Hoth you can take down the AT-ATs the same way that Luke did in the original trilogy. It was just very clear that the developers had a lot of passion for this franchise. Now what I didn't actually know going into this video was that because I played it on the PS2, I only really ever think of it as being a PlayStation 2 game, but of course I knew that it was out on other platforms, but I didn't know that PlayStation 2 might be the worst looking version of the game. Like obviously there's the PSP version that's not worse because it's made poorly, but because it's on an inferior system. But for the Xbox original version, it just looks so much clearer. But of course the PS2 and Xbox versions are nothing compared to the visual fidelity of the PC version, and especially when you add the mod that we're about to talk about, it just brings it to a whole new level. Battlefront 2 Remaster is a total conversion mod that overhauls pretty much everything from maps, units, vehicles, weapons and effects, whilst also preserving the ability to play online with others. Not only does it overhaul what's already there in the game though, it also adds additional content such as all new maps designed to fit the lore. After reading up on it and seeing how much development has gone into this over the years, I had pretty high expectations, so I downloaded it for myself to give it a try. The download itself was only 4GB in size, and the installation was a simple 3-part installer that does everything for you, and it took about 5 minutes. And after just quickly tweaking my resolution so that the game plays in widescreen, I got into my very first battle. Okay, I have not played this game in literally years, but like right off the rip, like on this mod, like I only have what I know of when I played it as a kid, but like this is incredible. Like the detail on this ship right here, I mean the detail on just me itself, and like it looks like this hangar as well has just been totally remodeled. Also, I don't remember that space over there. But yeah, we've gone straight into a space battle, so... Damn, the explosion effects! I mean, the models on the ship, like this as well. Let me see, I think if you press V, also in this mod... Oh my god. They actually have first-person interiors. That is insane. If I remember correctly... Oh, if I don't die, you can land, yeah, in their ship. Is there oh, there's first... I don't know if there was... I actually don't know if there was first person in the base game. I, of course, didn't want to just try out the space battles, so I went into a map where there was ground combat. Let's go with the heavy... Oh my god. I cover so many mods for older games on this channel, but it still astonishes me every time I see a community revitalize a game like this. And the best thing that I love about this mod compared to many of the others that I've looked at is the fact that it's all so clean. There's no overuse of reshade or post-processing effects. It's pure and true remastering of a game via the textures, models, and new content. Damn! I don't remember this in the original. Oh my god, there's like 3 on me. Come on. Dude, we need to turn the difficulty up. Oh! You know, playing it, it's really easy to disassociate on how old the game is at this point. Like, how good this remaster looks. I mean, it's so much better than that classic collection that Aspyr put together. It's just actually insane the amount of effort that's gone into this. And I mean, Aspyr kind of had no hope in topping this. Oh yeah. Oh, Mace Windu. Okay, no. Oh, we actually got him. At this point, it was clear that with this remaster mod, the game has held up so incredibly well that I was just engrossed in it at this point, and I was pretty much switching my brain off and clicking heads.
Like
this is how I remember it. Like to me, I'm saying how impressive it is, but at the end of the day, it's only impressive because it's capturing that image that you have. Because if you go back and you play this on a native PS2, you'll realize how blurry and low res it really was. As I went on and tried joining a few multiplayer matches, which a lot of them are pretty much empty, it really hit me that because this game has more players than the Aspyr Classic Collection, there's no real reason to get it. This looks better, has more players on it, and also is lower file size. I really cannot think of any reason that you would play the Aspyr version of the game. If I had to guess, they are using some upscaling here. It's upscaled to a point where it's not too sharp, do you know what I mean? It's like, I think they've run it through like a Gaussian blur or something. They've done something to it that makes it look really part of its world. Like, if you make these too high res, then it's gonna look strange, isn't it? So whatever they've done here looks really good. Now here we are on the map Endor. Now I think for this mod they've actually added a bunch of the maps that were in Battlefront 1, and remastered it for this game. But if I'm wrong, then do let me know in the comments. I do know for sure though that there are new maps, so this actually could be an entirely new map. But if a game that is literally just ice, you know, a map that is literally just white, couldn't look better, this mod clearly proves that wrong. Oh, that's a rebel. I thought he was trying to heal him or something. Now this video isn't supposed to be a comparison between this and DICE's Battlefront 2, but I thought it was only fitting, since this video came about due to the resurgence of this game, that after playing the Battlefront 2 Remaster mod, I went ahead and played DICE's Battlefront 2 to see how it shapes up. You can see straight away though, going into this, how perfect DICE also nailed the vibe. If I was to compare the two, it's kind of night and day in terms of visual appearance. You know, this is obviously the more modern looking game, but in terms of authenticity and capturing that, you know, Star Wars feel, they're both really, really good. I mean, just look at this map. Like, the sounds, the visuals, everything. It's so iconic. Oh no, we're behind him. Oh no, they don't know I'm here. Oh my god, we're farming. It was clear I was having just as much fun with this game as I was the original, and to be honest, both of them are kind of success stories. They both have really active modding communities to them. For example, DICE's Battlefront 2 has Kyber, which is a project that aims to add dedicated servers and a bunch of new content, all made by fans. After 20 years, it's safe to say that the original Battlefront 2 game has never looked better with this mod. This is yet another game where the community refuses to let it die, and I'm glad to see it. And I don't think any game, even DICE's Battlefront 2, has come close to the level of gameplay that you get out of this game. I can only hope that we eventually get a Battlefront 3 that captures the full potential of the series. This mod features an installer that makes it really quick and easy, so if you yourself want to try this out, then the links will be down in the description. If you did try it out, let me know in the comments what you think. Also, if you're into, in general, renewing older games, then make sure to get subscribed, as that's exactly what this channel is about. And big thanks to the Patreons on screen who support the channel. It's by far the best way to help me keep making this kind of content. I'm also starting to post more regularly over on Patreon with behind the scenes content, early previews for upcoming content, and ad-free versions of my videos, so if you're interested, you can join from just £1 a month. And if you love Star Wars games, then how about you check out this video next, where I renew Knights of the Old Republic using mods. See you over there.